Every woman has a right to defend herself with a gun if she chooses. Hillary Clinton disagrees with that. Don't let politicians take away your right to own a gun. Donald Trump supports my right to own a gun. Defend your rights. Vote Donald Trump for president.
The NRA Institute for Legislative Action is responsible for the content of this advertising.
Once you get in the Army, you hear the term Ranger, and you look at it as the highest standards. I was extremely proud to be part of the 1st Ranger Battalion. When I was deployed, I knew that USAA was taking care of my wife when she was back home. And now I know with my son, the USAA will continue to provide the insurance and protection we need.
They always say, you've served your country, so we're here to serve you.
My name is Alejandro Villanueva, and I'm a USAA member for life.
Call USAA today to talk about your insurance needs.
Today, we're talking about automotive awards. Which one of these awards appeals most to you?
Top safety pick, mid-size car and SUV.
Most dependable means a lot to me.
The green car, because I like fuel efficiency.
What if there was a car company that received all of these awards?
One company, one award in all these? Chevy.
Chevy.
Chevrolet is the most awarded car company of the last 2 years.
I love it. It's fierce.
How would you sum this car up in one word?
Incredible, amazing. I can't use one word.
Apparently, Bud Light wants to play politics. Miller Lite has more taste, fewer calories, and half the carbs. Well, that's one easy debate. Miller Lite, spelled different because it's brewed different.
You are watching NFL Sunday Ticket. Welcome to Cleveland, where everybody is anxious to see how Patriots quarterback Tom Brady will look in his season debut today against the Browns. The 4-time Super Bowl champion is just minutes away from starting his 17th NFL season. Today's game is being broadcast in Spanish. We're available using the SAP button on your television. Our kickoff is next.
Presenting the Subway Fresh Buds, served to you by Subway Restaurants. The Falcons' Robert Alford had a pair of picks against the Panthers last week. But the big story in Atlanta's win over Carolina was a historic performance by quarterback Matt Ryan and receiver Julio Jones. They became the first teammates to throw for 500 yards and catch for 300 yards in the same game.
How do you stay fresh in a world where tastes and priorities are always changing? If you're Subway, you start by removing the artificial preservatives, colors, and flavors from your food. Support hundreds of growers, including many family-run farms. Serve customers 390 million pounds of fresh veggies. Offer packaging that's better for the planet, and use your size and resources to create healthy change around the world. Because the best way to stay fresh is to never get stale.
CBS Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
Welcome back to Cleveland, everyone. There's Bill Belichick in his 17th year as the Patriots head coach. On the other side of the field, Hugh Jackson, season number 1 here in Cleveland. On this beautiful sunshiny day, we send it down to sunshiny Jamie Erdahl. Jamie.
Greg, thank you. We may have an idea of what Tom Brady has been up to these last 4 weeks, but something he told me last night in our meetings that he wasn't going to do was sit around and feel sorry for himself. He said upon his return to practice this week, he did have that overwhelming feeling of, this is what I'm meant to be doing. This is where I'm meant to be. He said offensively, things got a little better each day in hopes that today is just a little bit better than Friday. Flying under the radar of Brady's return is, of course, defensive end Rob Ninkovich, returning also from a 4-game suspension.
Jamie, thank you. The Patriots have won the toss and have deferred, which means Cleveland will get its hands on the football first. Stephen Gostkowski ready to kick it away. George Atkinson and Tracy Howard are deep for the Cleveland Browns, who are hungry, Trent, for a win. Hungry.
Well, and they've been in so many ball games. You look at 3 of their 4 games, they've had a lead in the second half and haven't been able to finish it off. So that's what they've all talked about, players and coaches, this entire week, is finishing football games.
But Bill Belichick said, we have no right to be cocky about this. This team has had the lead in the third quarter of 3 of their games. This one's short. And from the 10-yard line, Tracy Howard. And Howard just across the 25 before he is brought down. And for the Browns, rookie quarterback Cody Kessler makes his 3rd start, 467 yards throwing with a touchdown and a pick, and he's had to come along a lot sooner than originally planned.
Well, it's anytime a rookie has to be thrown in there right away, you always worry about how expansive can the game plan be, and he's handled it all very well. They continue to add more and more every week.
Isaiah Crowell with him in the backfield. And Crowell out to about the 30-yard line where he's met by Malcolm Brown. On the offensive line, left tackle Joe Thomas as rock solid as they come, making his 149th straight start since being drafted 3rd overall out of Wisconsin, improving himself every week as we're talking about one of the best running backs in the league, Isaiah Crowell, undrafted 3 years ago out of Alabama State. This is Crowell again. Out close to the 32. Patriots 4-3 defense. Number 95, Chris Long, his 9th year, his first in New England, playing really well. So's linebacker Jamie Collins, 1 sack on the year and a team leading 2 interceptions. And New England stocked with young cornerbacks. The oldest is 4th-year corner Logan Ryan. 3rd and 5. Duke Johnson in the backfield excels on 3rd down, catching the ball out of the backfield. Kessler running, throwing, incomplete to the far sideline. Intended for Andrew Hawkins and guarded by Malcolm Butler.
Well, in the first 3rd down of the game, they decide to bring pressure on Cody Kessler, go to man-to-man with press across the board with safety in the middle of the field, and just getting pressure on Cody Kessler, causing him to flush to the right. Dante Hightower is who came free up the middle. Kessler flushing to his right, not able to set his feet.
Julian Edelman back inside his own 20-yard line. For the punt upcoming by Britton Colquitt. Colquitt, wobbler, bounces and takes a Cleveland bounce. Inside the 20-yard line, and it'll be down there. And onto the field comes number 12. Tom Brady's 17th NFL season begins here in Cleveland in Week 5, and that's a new record of tenure with the Patriots. Steve Grogan put in 16 years. Tom's 17th, more delayed than he would have liked.
Well, you can see the response of this crowd. A lot of New England fans here today.
What's the alert? Reminder? 58!
And he's going to throw it on 1st down and complete his first pass to Edelman. And Edelman out of bounds at about the 30.
Well, it's interesting that he throws the first ball to Edelman because I said, is there anybody that gave you a hard time coming back in the locker room? I know how locker rooms work. If you're gone for 4 games, you know, you're not just going to come into a quiet locker room. Somebody's going to give you a hard time. He said, you know, because of my age difference, the guy to lean on was Edelman because Edelman had something to say. And he goes, I think it's just because he wants a lot of passes.
56 to Mike.
Play fake over the middle. Gostkowski complete out to midfield and another New England 1st down.
Well, the Browns bring pressure. We wondered how Tom Brady was going to react when he's under pressure and taking a hit. It's not something he's done in a month. This time he had to step into a throw, make an accurate ball up the field to Gostkowski. Nassib hits him right in the midsection, drives him to the ground.
Brady 2 for 2 throwing the ball, 2 first downs. Now from the Patriot 49. Blount. Lots of room up the middle. Inside the 40. to the 38-yard line.
Well, that's the thing with all the rotation going on in quarterback with the New England Patriots. LeGarrette Blount has all of a sudden become the centerpiece. Third in the National Football League in rushing, this time not getting touched until he's a good 10 yards downfield.
This Patriot ground game averaging 135.5 yards rushing per game.
Lion. Hey, Lion, hard.
Quick pass, far side. That's complete. Martellus Bennett. The New England offensive line has rookie Joe Tooney at right guard. Shaq Mason in his second year as the left guard. And Brady has talented receivers and that number 3 ground game in the NFL thanks to the 7th-year running back LeGarrette Blount.
Yeah, I got you.
James White comes onto the field now for the Patriots. That's off the hands of White out of the backfield. And that's incomplete. On the Browns' front 3, second-year nose tackle Danny Shelton, a real force for the Cleveland defense. Among the linebackers, Christian Kirksey. Team is with Demario Davis for a formidable duo on the inside with rookies on the outside. And at cornerback, 2-time Pro Bowler Joe Hayden with a couple of interceptions already this season. 3rd and 8. Brady over the middle, crossing pattern, complete to Gostkowski. Gostkowski inside the 20, the 15, the 10, and bounced down and out of bounds inside the 5 to about the 2.
Gostkowski is isolated to the left side for Tom Brady. He just works underneath. The 3 receivers to the right get upfield. He's just running a drag route underneath. He's able to get through that initial leg tackle. Looks like his hamstring's feeling fine on that play.
About to ask you how that hamstring is looking for Gronk. 1st and goal. Blount, left side, and stacked up. Looks to be at about the 1.5-yard line.
Somebody's down for the Patriots.
And that's Bennett. So they'll take a look at Martellus Bennett, and we'll take a break with 10:38 to play in the first quarter, and the Patriots knocking at the door.
We're Southwest, and we have one word for you. Yes. Yes to low fares with nothing to hide. Yes to rewards you can actually use. How you like us now? In a world full of no, we're a plane full of yes. That's transparency.
I will follow you. Ever since you touched my hand, I knew. I love you, I love you, I love you. Where you go, I'll follow, I'll follow, I'll follow. You'll always be my true love, my true love, my true love. Forever.
They say a lot of things about rain. Like how hard it's gonna fall. The things it does to your parade. We've got a saying about rain too. When it rains, it roars. The all-wheel drive lineup from Dodge. Domestic, not domesticated.
Now get 20% off MSRP cash allowance for an average of $6,400 in savings on select 2016 Journey Crossroad models in dealer stock.
Throughout our history, the world has witnessed medical discoveries once thought impossible. Now the future of medicine will take its next giant leap here at Bunker Hill. At this hospital, there is no limit to what we can do. Welcome to the revolution.
Number 68 is report is an eligible
Martellus Bennett just jogged off the field into the New England bench. This is what happened to him, Trent.
You see, just rolls up right on that right ankle. Fortunately for him, he's able to get that leg up off the ground and not have the full body weight on it, but it was just enough to torque that ankle.
Blount and Devlin in the backfield. This is Blount, left side, touchdown, New England. From a yard out, Blount, his 5th rushing touchdown of the season.
This play's supposed to go off left tackle, but you see the line, everything collapses. Gostkowski does a nice job sealing the edge of the outside, and Blount just recognizes the block and bounces it and gets to the edge.
Eight plays to go 80 yards. Gostkowski with the extra point attempt. And it is good. Just under 10 and a half to play in the first quarter. Tom Brady and the Patriots up by a touchdown.
Well, if you want to sing out, sing out. And if you want to be free, be free. 'Cause there's a million things to be, you know that there are. You can do what you want. The opportunities are. You can make it all true. And you can make it undo. You see. You only need to know. And if you want to be me, be me. And if you want to be you, be you. 'Cause there's a million things to do. You know that there are, you know that there are.
Nobody comes into this house without paying the price.
Not here! Not ever!
State Farm knows that for every one of those moments, there's one of these.
Nobody comes into this house without paying the price. Not here, not ever. Well, did you get it?
More people save money by combining their home and auto with State Farm. Here to help life go right. State Farm.
The NFL on CBS. By Southwest. Yes to low fares with nothing to hide. That's transparency. State Farm. Talk to an agent today at 800-STATE-FARM. And by the new 2017 Jeep Grand Cherokee. Jeep free to be.
The inappropriately named Rock and Roll Hall of Fame here in Cleveland. Stop laughing.
You're a big rock and roll fan.
I know. When? No Todd Rundgren?
I know.
No Joe Cocker?
I'm not trying to get you off on that. I know that.
Don't get me started.
Get you started. That's right.
George Atkinson will not run it out of the end zone. It'll be a touchback, and the Browns will go back to work on offense from their own 25-yard line.
Well, and Cleveland needs to get something started. We talk about getting something started, and take a look at Cody Kessler here, 3 and out on that first series. He's very accurate quarterback, 67% completion. Good decision maker, doesn't turn the ball over a lot. Shown a good, not a great arm, doesn't throw the ball down the field a lot. Talked to Terrelle Pryor. He said that's what's going to have to happen today to loosen defenses up. We need to take the top off of the defense. In other words, throw the ball down the field, and that'll help create more lanes underneath. The first series, they ran the ball on first and second down and had pressure on third down, had to get rid of the ball quickly. Here, they need to get something going.
Let's go.
From the 25, Kessler to throw. Running out of time, far side, and that's complete. And across the 40 and out of bounds is Andrew Hawkins.
They had a play action pass here. Kessler is going to set up over the center, and he's looking back for Terrelle Pryor. Is on a deep post. The problem is the Patriots put a safety over the top, so they double-teamed high and low on Terrelle Pryor, forcing Kessler to move to his right. Found an open receiver for a first down.
So the ball now at the Cleveland 41. Crowell and Duke Johnson onto the field, and Kessler spreads everybody. Quick pass, and that's complete. Across the 45 to the 47 to the tight end, Gary Barnidge. A reminder for you with NFL Game Pass, watch the games you missed with condensed games in 45 minutes or the full broadcast versions. Start a free trial today at NFL.com/Game Pass. Rob Ninkovich making that last stop, as Jamie said at the start of our game. He's kind of flying under the radar with the return of Tom Brady, but Ninkovich making his first appearance of the year after serving a 4-game suspension for a violation of the performance-enhancing drug policy. Gain of 6, 2nd and 4. Crowell trying to turn the corner, diving forward, and we get a flag being thrown from the secondary. Dante Hightower making the stop. Our referee today is Bill Vinovich.
Holding. Defense number 90. 5-yard penalty. Automatic first down.
Malcolm Brown, the defensive tackle, guilty of the hold.
Usually what you're doing as a defensive lineman is you're trying to prevent the guards from getting up on the linebackers in the run game. So when you see that holding in the interior part of the line, it has to do with the defensive lineman not allowing those linemen to get to that second level.
So first down for the Browns at the New England 47, and Kessler, straight drop. Will pop over the middle and right through the hands of Crowell. It'll be 2nd and 10.
And that's one of the things, Greg, that Kessler has done so well so far this season is he looks upfield, he wants the big play, but then he gets to the check down. This time comes in a little hot, and that's a play, though, that Isaiah Crowell should make. But that's where the coaches have been very complimentary about Kessler. He's not forcing things downfield. He looks up the field, and then he gets down low. As you see Kessler head to the sidelines.
And that means Terrelle Pryor, the quarterback at Ohio State. And he's going to hand it off to Crowell, and Crowell inside the 45 to about the 43.
In talking with Bill Belichick yesterday, he was talking about the different things that Cleveland does offensively. They use a lot of personnel groups. They change a lot of formations. We already saw one play, the play previous to this, where they had the 3 linemen inside. They had the tackles expanded to the outside. Then they did a big shift and moved everybody in. Said a lot of that is just to cause confusion with the defense and cause you to prepare for a bunch of different things.
New England has not been good defensively on 3rd down this season. 30th in the league in that department. Kessler got rid of it. That's complete. That'll be a first down. Crowell with first down yardage and more. All the way to the 25-yard line.
Excellent job of protection from the Browns. You're going to see Crowell in the backfield. They're looking for anybody to block, but then all of a sudden he gets out in space. He's lined up on defensive end. Chris Long there has the task of trying to cover him out of the backfield. That's a matchup. If the Browns can keep protection as long as they were able to do there, that's a matchup the Browns will take all day if they can.
Browns on first down. Crowell. We've talked about this before, Trent, but you wonder how a talented back like Isaiah Crowell, and he is talented, how a guy like that goes undrafted. And it's not just him. There are a bunch of guys every once in a while that all of a sudden you go, well, what happened to him?
Right.
What happened to the process?
Yeah, it's a broken process. It's not exactly perfect. I mean, we've been talking about for years with Tom Brady how he falls in the draft as far as he did, and it happens with running backs as well. Isaiah Crowell is a fine example.
Kessler on 2nd and 6 on the move. and had to throw it away. Being chased by Jamal Sheard. Let's go down to Jamie.
Greg, we saw Martellus Bennett at the end of that last drive for the Patriots go down with what looked to be a pretty painful right ankle injury. He got both ankles taped up. He's questionable to return, but right now he is getting his shoes and socks back on, probably to try to see if he can go. Greg?
All right, Jamie, thank you. 3rd and 6 now for the Cleveland Browns at the New England 21. Kessler, sideline, that's complete. And we get a penalty marker down. Terrelle Pryor with the reception. Let's check the flag.
Holding. Defense number 54. Penalty decline. Result of the play. First down.
That's Dante Hightower guilty of the hold.
Guilty of the hold underneath, but Terrelle Pryor on the outside one-on-one of Malcolm Butler, and down towards the red zone. You see the cushion that Butler gives. He knows he's got a size disadvantage. Doesn't want to give up the deep ball when he has no safety help over the top. Easy comeback throw. Nice placement of that pass by Kessler.
Look at defensive coordinator Matt Patricia. First down, Cleveland at the 11. Kessler looking to this side, end zone, touchdown! Andrew Hawkins with the 11-yard reception.
Well, what leads to this touchdown is Terrelle Pryor is up here at the top of the screen. The Patriots give safety help over the top. So what you got here is Hawkins in the slot just running a corner route with no help over the top. So as a New England defender, you've got the entire end zone you've got to cover because you have no help over the top. Hawkins stems it up in there, gives a quick nod to the inside. Easy catch and pass.
From Hugh Jackson's point of view, that is a welcome answer to the Patriot drive. Extra point is good. 6:09 to play in the first. Brady leads a touchdown drive. Cody Kessler brings the Browns back. We're tied at 7, and we're back to Cleveland right after this. This is the NFL on CBS.
You love all-day breakfast.
I love all-day breakfast.
But you don't love that you can't get all your favorites all day.
But I want McGriddles, too.
But now you'll love that you can get more all day, like those McGriddles.
Yeah, I do love that.
So you'll have to find something else to not love, like dog strollers. Or football players who stress the word "the."
The Glencoe Brook State Community College.
Or inappropriately timed political discussions.
It's as if it didn't even matter.
Get more choices you love, now with all-day breakfast.
You followed me in here. That was a mistake. Really? Fellas?
Jack Reacher, rated PG-13.
I'm Jamie Foxx for Verizon. In the nation's largest independent study by Root Metrics, again, Verizon is the #1 network.
Hi, I'm Jamie Foxx for Sprint. And I'm Jamie Foxx for T-Mobile. And we're just as good.
Really? Only Verizon was ranked #1 nationally in data, reliability, text and call, and speed. Yeah. And you're gonna fist pump today? Get out of my sight.
Don't get fooled by a cut-rate network. Verizon gives you tons of data without all the restrictions. Get 20 gigs and 4 lines for only $160 with no surprise overages on America's best network.
You're under no obligation to say anything. Can you state your whereabouts last night?
You told me not to say anything.
Jack Reacher in IMAX October 21st, rated PG-13. October 27th, it's Men versus Millennial.
I'm Clark, online content curator.
Hi, Clark. Obviously made up job title.
The Great Indoors premieres October 27th.
Andrew Hawkins, his first touchdown of the season. 11-yard catch from Kessler as the Browns complete a 9-play, 75-yard drive to tie the game at 7. As we mentioned earlier, this is a Cleveland team that's taken a real hit at the wide receiver position.
Yeah, the loss of Coleman was a big loss for him.
Into the end zone, and Matthew Slater will not bring it out. Brady and company will start from the 25. We go down once again to Jay Feely.
Well, Greg, it was family and football for Tom Brady in his 4-week absence. He spent a lot of time with his parents, but he worked out. He had his personal trainer with him 4 hours every day. They were on the field throwing in pads with contact. He had a former Dartmouth receiver running routes with him. He wanted to be sharp. He's looked good so far.
All right, Jay, thank you. Martellus Bennett is back onto the field.
I got to ask, though, with contact, yeah, guys out there hitting him? We got to find out from Jay. Were they throwing tennis balls at him, hitting him with blood? I don't think he had anybody out there taking shots at him, but getting bounced around a little bit always helps.
Defense number 21. 5-yard penalty, still first down.
Jamar Taylor guilty of the penalty. It'll make it a 1st and 5 for New England.
You know, and that's the thing I tried talking about at the beginning is the preseason was so valuable for, as you see Martellus Bennett back in the game, preseason was so valuable for Tom Brady just because that's when you get some live action.
Brady will pop over the middle. Edelman looking for first down yardage, has it, and moves out to about the 39-yard line. Yeah, you were making a very solid point about the fact that the preseason was very valuable for Tom Brady because he at least got some contact in. He played 52 snaps in the preseason.
Yeah, as a quarterback, you know, you go through the entire offseason, minicamp, training camp, all that. You're not getting hit. Nobody's allowed to touch you. So you get into those preseason games and getting bounced around a little bit. It's standing in the pocket, knowing you're going to get hit and still making the throw. We've seen Tom do that several times here today, taking a hit and still delivering an accurate throw.
This is Blount. And Blount to about the 42. Yeah, it's a world of difference between guys waving pads at you and holding arms in front of your face.
It's a whole different deal because you know, yeah, for the most part, you think your buddies aren't going to hit you in the legs with the pads, or you know, there's not a whole lot of ramifications from that compared to all of a sudden Danny Shelton is coming through and landing on top of you after you throw. It's a different kind of preparation.
Little Danny, 335-pound Danny. Brady solidifying things at the line. Short drop pass outside and off the hands of Edelman. Incomplete. It'll be 3rd and 7.
Well, and that's what Ray Horton, the defensive coordinator for Cleveland, wants to do. He wants to mix things up. Here, Edelman is in the slot. He's got what appears to be an easy catch, but looking right back into the sun off his fingertips. But Ray Horton, defensive coordinator for the Browns, said we got to mix things up for Tom Brady. We can't give him the same look over and over. Even though he's been out for a month, he's familiar with what defenses do and can put his team in a good play.
Brady with time. Wide open over the middle is Edelman. And Edelman complete for first down to the 47.
Edelman just working the middle of the field. Just running right up the hash, hooking it up. See Amendola doing a curl route underneath. Making up for that one off his fingertips on the previous play.
There's a quick snap and the give to Blount. Blount can't turn the corner. They converge on him. Forward progress will be about the 45. Your keys, Trent?
Well, for New England, it's stopping the run. As we've said a couple times, Isaiah Crowell and the Browns offense is first in the league in rushing. Eliminate the miscues last week against Buffalo. Drop passes, costly penalties, turnovers. They've got to eliminate that. And for Cleveland, red zone efficiency, they can't settle for field goals. They have to get touchdowns in time of possession. Keep the ball away from New England as much as they can.
On 2nd and 9. Little pop to James White. White outside. Has a first down. Down the sideline. Inside the 15 to the 10. Finally brought down by Joe Hayden. They'll mark it just inside the 10-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal.
Just your screen set up. You get the inside pressure coming. You're able to get to the outside. That one block knocks down 2 defenders, knocks down 3 defenders, allowing White to get up the sideline. Edelman is the one that had the crackback block that ended up causing a pile of defenders.
Blount for a couple to the 7.
Brady so far on the day has been very accurate. 7 of 9 for 122 yards. Most of his throws have been within that under 15-yard range. Really hasn't taken too many throws down the field. You see a lot of drag routes, crossing routes, outside routes. That last one was a screen play. Edelman over the middle, Gostkowski over the middle. So everything's getting the ball out of his hands quickly.
Brady looking, throws outside, and walking into the end zone is Martellus Bennett for the touchdown. Tom Brady's first touchdown pass of the season.
Brady off the play action pass. Trying to look upfield into the end zone. Bennett just on the edge. Sets first to block and then a late release. Brady hitting the check down, obviously for the walk-in touchdown, Greg.
Gostkowski. And the kick is perfect. 2:06 to play in the first. Martellus Bennett. Wide open. 14-7, Patriots.
Have you ever had a vacuum in your car that you fell in love with? Well, you're about to.
Current owners or lessees of FCA or competitive vehicles finance and get $2,000 total cash allowance on the all-new Chrysler Pacifica.
What is that?
Man, I don't know. Ask Google.
Pizza Hut makes great pizza, but they can't tell you what a gift it is. They took a grilled cheese and combined it with stuffed crust pizza. Eat every slice like it's your last! The grilled cheese stuffed crust pizza. Proof that no one outpieces the Hut.
Can tile fake you out? Well, that wood is actually tile. So's the brick and the marble. This is the next generation of tile. Get Traffic Master 18 by 18 Portland stone ceramic tile, just 78 cents a square foot. The Home Depot. More saving, more doing.
Catch the season premiere of Mom, CBS Thursday, October 27th.
The NFL on CBS is sponsored by Pizza Hut. No one out-pizzas the Hut. And by the Home Depot. More saving, more doing.
No lack of scoring here in Cleveland in the first quarter. 3 times teams have combined to make it into the end zone. The Patriots go 75 yards in 8 plays to grab the 1 touchdown lead. And Brady 4 of 5 on that drive. And 8 out of 10 on the day so far for 129 yards and a touchdown. This is returnable from the 1. It's Howard. Howard dragged down from behind, short of the 15-yard line by Barkevius Mingo, the ex-Cleveland Brown.
This is the house of the passionate,
This is the house of the brave. And this is the house of their beer. Casa Modelo, home of the clean, crisp taste of Especial and the rich, smooth flavor of Negra. Quality beers since 1925.
Assists, completions. He's Mr. Instant Meeting, Ed Feldman.
Press 1 to lead your team onto the meeting field. Start your free trial at gotomeeting.com.
When looking for a van to take your business to the next level, look for more. With the Ram ProMaster and ProMaster City, you can do more, handle more, organize more, and get more out of every drop, all for less. During commercial van season, competitive commercial owners or lessees are eligible for these incentives on the 2016 Ram ProMaster.
CBS this Monday, the Two Broke Girls are back.
Ding, ding, ding!
With a season premiere that guarantees to deliver.
It'll be at least 5 hours. You're a mother. Also gesundheit.
The Two Broke Girls season premiere, CBS Monday.
You are watching the NFL on CBS.
Hey, tomorrow on CBS, CYTV Guide calls Scorpion TV's smartest drama. Tomorrow at a new time, 10/9 Central, only CBS. Let's go back to that touchdown, Trent.
We're going to see Hogan over here lined up to the right. He's going to go to the end zone, do a little pause, and then he goes to the outside. You're going to see Bennett. He's going to block the edge, and then he ultimately ends up releasing out into the flat. But it's Hayden that's looking into the backfield. He sees that Bennett is blocking on the edge, so he goes ahead and drifts into the background, worried about that corner route. So as an easy release, a late release by Martellus Bennett, there's nobody out there. Once you see that initial block happen as a defense, you're like, okay, I don't have to worry about him as a receiver, so you drop back to help out in coverage. Good timing, good play, and ultimately a good check down.
So the Browns from their own 12-yard line. This is Duke Johnson, and Johnson's going to lose a couple yards. Alan Branch leading the charge from the defensive line, number 97.
Well, and that's what the Browns were able to do last series when they went down and had that touchdown drive, is to stay ahead of the chains. And that just means to get positive yards and to keep things moving. Now with the loss on first down, it kind of gets them out of the rhythm of play calling as what they want to do and how they want to call this against the New England defense.
Kessler under pressure.
That's backwards.
A lateral into the end zone and goes out of the end zone. And down on the turf is Cody Kessler.
Safety.
Hightower was the man who came in completely unblocked.
Well, Jimmy Garoppolo is on the Patriots sideline watching that hit, and he feels the pain that Kessler landing on that right shoulder.
2 points for the Patriots, and they'll get the ball back.
There's a smarter choice.
Here for the smarter choice. My razors will get you a high-quality shave at a very economical price.
Cool.
Nope, can't have this one. It's display. Get your first month of razors free at dollarshaveclub.com.
They say the Kentucky Buckets aren't a real football team. They say that we're just a cheap marketing gimmick that I made up to sell buckets of my delicious chicken to football fans. They say that our uniforms are too sexy. That our fans are nothing but mannequins.
What? Who said it?
I say they're wrong.
Yeah.
Now get out there and let's do this photo shoot for the KFC $20 fill-up.
Here we go.
Now available with extra crispy tenders. Perfect for game day. It's finger-licking good.
When I was a kid, I wanted to touch the skies.
I wanted to invent things.
I wanted to protect others.
I wanted to challenge myself.
I wanted to make a difference.
I knew that one day I would be the difference.
I am a special missions aviator.
Clinical nurse.
Pararescueman.
I'm Captain Chris Niels, and we are American Airmen.
See more at airforce.com.
When the quarterback injuries continue to pile up for the Cleveland Browns, Robert Griffin III fractured a bone in his left shoulder week 1 against the Philadelphia Eagles. And then backup quarterback Josh McCown broke his collarbone week 2 against the Baltimore Ravens. And we will have to see how Cody Kessler recovers from that hit. But Charlie Whitehurst was just warming up on the sideline.
You have to remember, Whitehurst has only been here for a couple weeks.
Here's the free kick, Julian Edelman. Deep. Edelman from the 27. And he's brought down at about the 36-yard line by Brian Body Calhoun. And there goes Cody Kessler to the locker room.
Probably just going to get x-rays, I would guess, just to confirm, to see what's going on.
Meanwhile, Brady back to work at his own 36. Edelman in motion, Blount with the ball. Almost squeezed through. He got 4 out to the 40-yard line. Let's go down to Jamie.
Greg, what I saw the Browns working on with Cody Kessler was they were trying to get to his sternum, collarbone area, right under his pads. He kept pressing on that area. What I can assume, though, is that they want to just get back there and maybe take those pads off him to see how he's feeling.
All right, Jamie, thank you. Quick pass to the sideline to Chris Hogan. Chris Hogan, another one of those undrafted guys, Clint.
Well, and he was signed as a free agent this offseason from Buffalo, and trying to bring some more presence at receiving. Amendola and Edelman trying to add more weapons for Tom Brady on the outside.
3rd and 1. Brady not above sneaking for a first down. But this time he'll throw to the outside, and that's complete to Hogan, and Hogan has the first down. A reminder for you, Thursday, your weekend begins right here when the Denver Broncos battle the San Diego Chargers. Thursday Night Football on CBS and NFL Network. And meanwhile, down on the field, the players wait for time to expire here in the first quarter, which it does. Good first quarter for the New England Patriots. They'll change sides and leading at 16-7.
Heroes like the Avengers protect the world from physical dangers. We safeguarded against more mystical threats.
Come with me.
Why are you showing this to me?
Because I believe you can save the world and defend it from those who would make it their own. Are you ready, Mr. Strange?
It's Doctor, actually.
Rated PG-13.
Red 97! Check! Red 97!
Did you say 97?
Yes.
You know, that reminds me of Geico's 97% customer satisfaction rating.
97%?
Helped by Geico's fast and friendly claim service. Huh.
Oh yeah, baby. Geico's as fast and friendly as it gets.
Geico. Expect great savings and a whole lot more.
Well, right now, all our new plans come with no data overages.
We'll finally be in control.
And we're back.
Introducing new AT&T plans with no data overage charges.
Badger
Brewster is back on Criminal Minds.
This unsub is jumping through a whole lot of hoops to hide these bodies. Brace yourselves.
New Criminal Minds. Then, an explosion at Angels Memorial throws the ER into chaos.
We're gonna get you out of here.
Code Black after Criminal Minds. New CBS Wednesday.
Back in Cleveland for the start of the second quarter, the Patriots with the ball and the lead, 16-7. LeGarrette Blount, the deep back behind Brady. On first down, Blount with the handoff, tries the left side, gets to midfield, and crosses the line. Here's Cleveland owner Jimmy Haslam, determined to get his Browns up there with the Cavaliers and the Cleveland Indians here in town.
There's been some excitement around Cleveland here lately.
Oh, yeah. Brady with time, going deep, has a man open, he's got him inside the 10-yard line. Chris Hogan. It'll be 1st and goal.
You're going to play action where he rolls out here and sets up. Hogan is working here, comes all the way across the field, crossing the safety space. Good protection for Brady to step up, and he has entire sideline to work with. You can just lead, instead of lead him upfield where the defense can get back into it, lead him to the sidelines, pull it away from the safety, and now you got 1st and goal.
43-yard pickup on the play from the 7. Blount to the 5. Yeah, oddly enough, the Cleveland Indians with a 2-game lead over the Boston Red Sox.
Well, game 3 is later today after our game here. So a lot of Cleveland and Boston matchups going on here the last few days.
2nd and goal from the 5.
Got Gronk one-on-one up here.
Brady to the sideline. Edelman. And the ball came out, but he will be ruled down at the 5-yard line. So it'll be 3rd and goal.
On the initial read there with the initial read is the corner is off, so they have Rob Gronkowski run a slant with Edelman going to the flat. Hayden there able to prevent him from getting in the end zone, or to turn upfield for that matter.
Brady with time, throwing at the goal line, touchdown! Martellus Bennett.
So much attention was placed to Gronkowski, who is lined up to the outside far right. Safety and corner double teaming him, and Martellus Bennett just lined up in your traditional tight end position on the end of the line, running a drag route one-on-one with Mario Davis, and Brady able to thread it in there for another touchdown pass.
Brady's 2nd TD pass of the day. Gostkowski for the extra point. So how's that Brady guy doing today? How about 5 New England drives, or 3 New England drives, 3 touchdowns?
If you can dream it, you can do it. In the all-new Ridgeline from Honda.
I've had a wonderful time tonight.
Me too.
Call me tomorrow?
I'm gonna send a vague text in a couple days that leaves you confused about my level of interest.
I'll wait a full 2 days before responding.
Perfect. We're never gonna see each other again, will we?
No.
Wouldn't it be great if everyone said what they meant? The Citi Double Cash Card does. It lets you earn double cash back. 1% when you buy, and 1% as you pay. The Citi Double Cash Card. Double means double.
Deluxe Kids character costumes.
Greetings, classmates.
58 different costume options available. $15. Save money, live better. Walmart.
We believe that light beer shouldn't compromise on taste. And we hold true to that belief. We have to. It's tattooed on our neck. Spelled different because it's brewed different.
CBS Tuesday.
Don't pay the money, I'll be executed.
How far will this team go?
We are just trying to save our son!
I promise you, we're gonna do everything we can to bring a hostage home.
NCIS isn't sanctioned to carry out a rescue mission.
That's not how we do things down here.
A new NCIS New Orleans, CBS Tuesday.
Anybody wants to know how Tom Brady's doing today, there you go. 13 out of 15, 185 yards and 2 touchdowns.
The good thing for the Patriots and for Tom Brady is he's been getting into a rhythm. A lot of quick throws, accurate throws underneath, and then when he had the chance to take the shot up the field to Hogan, he was able to complete it.
This one will not be run out of the end zone. The touchback will be brought out to the 25-yard line, and the quarterback, we get a little shoving. Nate Ebner is involved. Meanwhile, Charlie Whitehurst, as the word from the sideline on Cody Kessler is that he is having his chest and ribs looked at, and his return is questionable. Meanwhile, in his 11th year, Charlie Whitehurst.
Number 66. Number 66 is reported as an elderly receiver.
Well, meanwhile, Terrelle Pryor is going to take the spot at quarterback right now.
Well, when we had a chance to talk to him, he said every week there's a small number of plays or a package set up for him to play at quarterback.
He's going to keep it. And nowhere to go. They lost the ball. The pileup is at the 25-yard line. And it appears the Browns have it. Well, whatever Hugh Jackson had in mind for Terrelle Pryor, that wasn't it.
Yeah, he got to the outside, tried cutting it up, kept bouncing into the... We'll take a look here as he does he know where to go to the outside.
Well, the Patriots had a shot at it, too.
They're trying to do the scoop and score. McCourty, it looked like, coming up from the safety. His knee may have already been down.
So Pryor once again spins, looks downfield and throws, and incomplete at the 40, intended for Rashard Higgins. So is Terrelle Pryor being in here as opposed to Charlie Whitehurst? What does that tell you for the Browns?
Well, Charlie White on 3rd and long now. Charlie is coming into the game, so it's you know, as I said before we went to commercial, Whitehurst just hasn't been here very long. Now he's running off the field.
The Browns looking really confused right now.
Well, some of it has to do with the helmet as well. You can't have 2 players on the field that can get communication from the sideline. Only one person can have communication from the sideline, so it may be a helmet thing.
Gets the snap off in time. Whitehurst with time and throws to this side, and it's complete across the 30 to the 32-yard line to Gary Barnage, the tight end. And that's a first down.
Well, and you can see they're over on the sideline trying to get Whitehurst to switch out helmets.
Always nice to be able to hear the sideline.
Good accurate throw to the outside, picking up the first down, but as I said before, as the NFL rule, only one person that can be in the huddle can hear the sideline communication, whether it's offense or defense. You can't have two players with the speakers in their helmet. So Whitehurst, after that play, had to run to the sideline and switch helmets.
On first down, the pitch is to Crowell. Crowell cut down back at the 30-yard line by Devin McCourty.
Well, Matt Patricia talked about Crowell and his running style. The defensive coordinator for New England said you don't want to let him get going downhill. They like a lot of downhill runs in between the tackles. If we can stretch him out, let our guys get into the backfield and try and cut him down like they did right there, that worked perfectly for what they were trying to get done.
Loss of 6, 2nd and 16. Whitehurst going to hand it to Crowell, and Crowell for a couple. Remind you, coming up, the Verizon halftime report. JB and the guys back in New York with scores and highlights and a preview of Thursday Night Football on CBS and the NFL Network, all coming up on the Verizon halftime report. You know, we talk about guys playing with a chip on their shoulders. That's the New England Patriots. They were not at all happy about what happened to them their last time out against the Buffalo Bills.
Well, and when we tried talking about that to Coach Belichick, he said, listen, we got a lot of things we got to fix on our own here. We got embarrassed the last time we took the field against Buffalo, and it was more about correcting the things they did wrong from a week ago.
Whitehurst behind his intended receiver, Andrew Hawkins. Yeah, I thought when Bill Belichick said that we have to do a better job as coaches, I just thought that was him trying to take the heat for the players, but he was sincere about that.
You thought he was just giving coach speak? You thought he was just like, yeah, he was very sincere. He told us, he's like, listen, it wasn't a good game plan. They got after us. Actually, he didn't say it wasn't a good game plan. I shouldn't put those words in his mouth. I don't know if he would ever say that, but it wasn't an executed game plan. And so he said, you know, based on the fact that we got our butts kicked in all three phases, it comes down to we didn't prepare them well enough.
Fair catch at the 27-yard line. Brady in the offense, back on the field. Actually, he said the punting team was really good.
Crowds in Midtown today mean only one thing.
Everyone is ready for the next-gen iPhone. And so is Verizon, with the only next-gen network that lets you make the most of it. LTE Advanced delivers 50% faster peak speeds to over 450 cities coast to coast. The next-gen iPhone deserves the next-gen network. And right now, get our best offer, iPhone 7 for $99.
You love all-day breakfast.
I love all-day breakfast.
But you don't love that you can't get all your favorites all day.
I don't love that.
But now you're gonna love that you can get more all day, like McGriddles.
I love McGriddles.
So you'll have to find something else to not love, like exploding fist bumps. Or forgetting what you were about to do.
Wait, what was I about to do?
Or when people say you look like
James Lipton. Oh man, it's uncanny.
Get more choices you love, now with all-day breakfast.
When you want a truck that can do the tough truck things, but you also want one that can do everyday things. That's smarter and more versatile. You want a Ridgeline for truck things and other things. The all-new versatile Ridgeline from Honda.
NFL on CBS is sponsored by Verizon. Welcome to Verizon LTE Advanced, the next-gen network. McDonald's, I'm loving it. And by the all-new Honda Ridgeline for truck tough things and everyday things.
The home of the Cleveland Indians. Took the first 2 games of their American League Division Series against the Boston Red Sox here, and looking to beat the Red Sox later today to advance to the ALCS. Real good start for Tom Brady and the New England offense. long drives. DJ Foster trying to turn the corner and knocked out of bounds at about the 27 or 28-yard line.
Brady's day so far, the first touchdown pass to Martellus Bennett. Just a delay coming off the end of this, into the line of scrimmage. Then Hogan big up the field. Another drag route to Bennett underneath, one-on-one against the linebacker. Tom Brady working on all cylinders. 13 of 15, 185 yards and 2 touchdowns to get this thing going today.
All 3 of those first 3 scoring drives for New England took 8 plays and ended in touchdowns. This is Foster again. Foster, the rookie free agent out of Arizona State. It'll be 3rd down. Danny Shelton making the stop.
Well, and coming into today, this was one of the strengths of the Cleveland defense is what they were able to do on 3rd down. And so far, New England has converted all 4 of their 3rd down attempts. So breaking the trend of what Cleveland has been able to do defensively.
Coming up on 8 minutes to play in the first half. Brady on the move, now going to go deep down far sideline. Has a man open, and he's got him inside the 10 to the 5. Chris Hogan. It'll be 1st and goal. He beat Joe Hayden on the play.
And Hogan's just lined up to the outside. He's going to stem inside real quick and just beat him up the sideline. You see Brady looking to his left. He's trying to get Edelman on a quick out route down at the bottom of the screen or the flag route on the slot. He comes back to the outside and he sees Hogan had beaten Hayden. Hayden looking into the backfield.
It looked like Hogan took a real bump on the head as he hit the turf, and he's walking off with medical personnel. 63-yard pickup on the play.
Spreading the ball around. 14 completions to 5 different receivers.
You know, I've asked you about it. Even a week and a half ago, we were talking about Brady's comeback, and I wondered if we'd see any rust. Why don't we see any rust?
You know, he just takes care of himself. You know, the thing that's getting overlooked here, he's 39 years old.
Yeah.
I mean, you normally have drop and play when you're 39, let alone taking a month off. So a couple of things have been pretty amazing about this game so far today.
Foster in the backfield with Brady. 1st and goal from the 6. Brady going to loft it. End zone incomplete. Edelman well covered in the corner of the end zone by Hayden. It'll be 2nd and goal. Meanwhile, you know, there's a difference though between being rusty and looking like you haven't missed a beat.
Well, and the thing that's impressive have been the long passes. I mean, the underneath stuff, you think, okay, you can work on those. You can make, as you're preparing in the month off that he's had. But getting a receiver in stride like he just did with Hogan, that's a timing deal, and that's hard to come by.
Foster up the middle to the goal line. And he'll be marked down at about the half-yard line. Thought it was great when Brady told us that he's been throwing, and you said, yeah, but to who?
Right.
3 tight ends. The give is to Blount. No touchdown signal. I think LeGarrette Blount gained about as much yardage as he could get without scoring a touchdown.
Well, and I think they go for it on 4th down, considering what Cleveland is facing from a quarterback standpoint with Kessler out. They haven't done a whole lot offensively. That one drive when Kessler was in the game.
I think Brady would, let's see. 4th and goal. Brady gives to Blount, and he's not going to make it. Demario Davis, first one to hit him. Big defensive stop by the Cleveland Browns. It's still 23-7.
Way to go.
How's it going?
I don't like being followed.
Jack Reacher, rated PG-13.
When I was first starting out as an engineer, I had to rely on my credit cards. The high interest rates were frustrating. So I looked for a smarter solution. With a personal loan from SoFi, I was able to cut my interest rates by 50%, and I'm saving over $8,000. Now I am back on top of my finances, and it feels really good.
A personal loan from SoFi is the smart way to consolidate debt. Get your rate online in less than 2 minutes. Visit trysofi.com.
Alexa, ask Uber for a ride.
Okay.
Alexa, pause. Alexa, resume.
Alexa, ask 1-800-Flowers to order Tina Roses.
Okay.
Two things are gonna happen.
Excuse me.
First, that phone over there is gonna ring. Second, you're gonna be wearing these cuffs. Just gonna keep on ringing.
Jack Reacher, rated PG-13.
Hey, buddy, you here for the tickets?
Yeah. Wait. Oh, man. Good shit.
What were you thinking? You've got to get your tickets on NFL Ticket Exchange. NFL Ticket Exchange, 100% verified, authentic tickets.
As you look at the first 4 possessions for Cleveland during the timeout, Trent, I asked you, why wouldn't Brady sneak it? Because he's good at that, and you said.
Well, Danny Shelton in the middle of that defensive line. That is, talking to Josh McDaniel, he said Shelton is the anchor of that defense. He gets penetration in the backfield. It frees things up for Davis and Kirksey, the linebackers, to make plays. So they went back to the running play that Blount scored on in the first drive, the run to the outside. Remember where he bounced it outside? They went back to that again, just Cleveland had prepared for it.
Whitehurst at quarterback. The give is to Crowell, and Crowell getting nothing worth talking about there. You mark down at the 2. People affected by severe weather and other disasters need help now. To support those impacted by Hurricane Matthew, text Matthew to 90999. Each text is a $10 gift to American Red Cross Hurricane Relief.
Well, New England doing a good job stuffing the run right now. Isaiah Crowell, 7 carries for only 9 yards, and that's what's putting them behind the chains once you get the second and third down.
Whitehurst down the sideline. Pryor reaching for it. Penalty markers fly. Well, you talked about that height advantage that Terrelle Pryor had. Did you see him reach over Malcolm Butler?
Well, you have 6'4" against 5'11", and you got one-on-one.
Number 21. Spot foul. Automatic first down.
You got one-on-one. You just try and throw a jump ball. That wasn't the best of jump balls, but Pryor trying to come back to the ball and Butler not getting his head around. That was an easy call for the officials.
That's what Bill Belichick described him as last night when we talked with him. He's a jump ball guy.
And that was when you're trying to make the transition. You know, he's trying to switch from quarterback to receiver. It's not an easy thing to do. Yes, Terrelle Pryor is an incredible athlete, but being able to know the ins and outs of the position, getting in and out of cuts, doing the underneath routes. Yes, you can run go routes, post routes, drag routes, slant routes, but as far as getting in and out of cuts, that's still a work in progress.
They were running out of time and on the play clock, and so use a timeout here. They have remaining 2 here in the first half. New England has all 3 of theirs with 5:22 to play. Their screening saves lives, and the NFL and the American Cancer Society encourage everyone to join in the fight against breast cancer. Learn more about A Crucial Catch Day on October 25th and find out how you can help make a crucial catch at NFL.com/pink. You know, on Tuesday, Browns players visited Seidman Cancer Center here in Cleveland. Danny Shelton, Cody Parkey, several others spent time with patients currently receiving treatment for breast cancer and other forms of the disease. Whitehurst had to pull it down, escapes trouble, and throws it away. Trey Flowers, Jabal Sheard, putting pressure on the Cleveland quarterback.
He's trying to get the ball up the field, but you see the pressure he gets, able to escape that initial. Once you get outside that tackle box, as long as you get the ball past the chains, it's not going to be intentional grounding.
Second and 10 at the 23-yard line. Duke Johnson in the backfield, and Johnson gets the handoff. And not much there to the 25.
Great job by the guys up front for the New England Patriots, just not allowing anything for the Cleveland Browns. They come into this game as the #1 rushing offense in the National Football League, and so far today only 10 yards rushing. So it doesn't matter if it's Crowell, Pryor, whoever's back there, Duke Johnson, they're just not allowing the yards to happen.
149.3 a game is what the Browns have been averaging coming in on the ground. 3rd and 8. Whitehurst can't escape the tackle, and he's down at the 27-yard line. Jabal sheared once again, and that'll force the Cleveland punt.
Well, and that was one of the things that I talked to Matt Patricia about with Rob Ninkovich coming back. I said, how do you get him involved in the game? And he said, well, our guys are playing so well. Chris Long, Jabal Sheard. He said, even Trey Flowers, we're rotating all those guys in there. Ninkovich adds that veteran leadership, but they're really solid at the defensive end position.
Julian Edelman deep. Short kick on the run. Edelman with the fair catch at the 37-yard line. 3:48 to play in a first half that's been dominated by the Patriots and Tom Brady.
When you broaden your vision, you can see beyond what's right in front of you. Beyond the expected that everyone else sees. You can see the next milestone. And when you do that, you can be the one they didn't see coming. The new 2016 Civic Coupe from Honda.
When Chili started, love was free. Our food was pretty darn close too. We're keeping that spirit alive with fajitas, a salad, and a mini molten cake for just $10. Chili's, chillin' since '75.
Rated mature. Survivor Wednesday. Winning the culture war between millennials and Gen X only requires the bare essentials.
Kayla takes her top off.
They about to see some tatas today.
New Survivor, CBS Wednesday.
We don't want to get all mushy, but we're excited that Matt LeBlanc's back on television.
I'm going to give you one of these.
Wow, 3 Pats? That's 2 more than my wedding day.
Man with a Plan premieres Monday, October 24th.
The NFL on CBS is sponsored by Bud Light, beer with your team on it. And by Honda Civic Coupe. Be the one they didn't see coming.
Well, what has Tom Brady's return meant to the New England offense? In their first 4 games, they were averaging just over 210 yards a game passing. That was good for number 28 in the NFL. 248 passing yards so far today, and we still have 3:48 to play in the first half.
Three down. 58 to Mike. 319.
Brady, sideline, popped up in the air, incomplete. Intended for Malcolm Mitchell.
We talked in the opening about Tom Brady and how quickly he gets the ball out of his hands. Here's several examples of getting the ball out of his hands in under 2 seconds. Yes, some of them are screens to the outside. This one a delay screen going to the left. but you're not allowing that pass rush to get to you if you're able to get rid of the ball that quickly.
On second and 10, Brady under pressure got rid of it. Edelman couldn't hold it. 3rd and 10.
Well, Greg, we just talked about the release time and how quickly he's great. That time he actually had to hitch a couple of times. Going through his progression, the pass rush was able to get near him, causing him to make a quicker throw and not secure the catch was the receiver, and that ball bounces up in the air, nearly intercepted on the bounce up.
Quarterback's nightmare, right?
Yes. Ball bouncing up over the middle. Usually bad things happen.
3rd and 10. High snap. Brady saves it. Throws to the far side. And the catch is made by Malcolm Mitchell, the rookie out of Georgia. But not enough for the first down.
Well, Jamar Taylor is coming off the edge here. You're going to see he's untouched. That's why Brady has to get rid of the ball so quickly.
Nice job with the footwork on the sideline by Malcolm Mitchell. So here's Ryan Allen to punt it away. Duke Johnson is deep. Low, little bounce, and Johnson at the 12. And back to the 20-yard line. Just under 3 minutes to play. There is Robert Kraft, chairman of the New England Patriots. That is not a bad run for an owner.
Since taking over in '94, you can see the ranks. It's doesn't get any more simple than that.
15 division titles, 7 in a row. And his team leads at 23-7, just under 3 minutes to play. This is Johnson, Duke Johnson. And his forward progress will be marked at the 19, so he'll lose a yard. And it'll be 2nd and 11. Talking to Tom Brady about his time off, and he did get a chance to say he got to see family.
Yeah, it was weird for him. He said, you know, in 17 years in the National Football League, you don't really have time to go do it, but he enjoyed, spending some time with his family and getting a chance to go back for a Michigan football game. But
Whitehurst over the middle finds his man, and that's Duke Johnson out of the backfield, but that is going to be about a 5-yard pickup, maybe a 6-yard pickup.
Well, just to finish that thought, Greg, he did say, though, that once he got back to practice, football is where he's supposed to be. Once he got back in the building, he said, you know, I enjoyed that time, but football is what I'm supposed to be doing.
New England, 30-second timeout.
So New England takes a timeout here. Uses their first here in the first half with 2:10 to play, and the Patriots with eyes on getting the ball back in some decent field position.
Yeah, they're counting on their defense to get them the ball back here on a 3rd and 5. Can't say enough how well Alan Branch and Malcolm Brown there in the middle of the defensive line really forcing Cleveland into a game that they don't want to do. If you go back to the one drive that they had success on, it was running the ball, setting things up, causing confusion with shifts and movements and personnel groups, play action passes. They haven't been able to get into that rhythm except for that one drive because the interior part of the line hasn't been open for running lanes.
Whitehurst looking to maintain possession here on 3rd and 5. Has time, throws to the sideline and overthrows his man. Intended for Barnage.
Well, that worked out about as well as you could ask for if you're the New England Patriots. You call the timeout with 2:10. Then with the incomplete pass, it now stops the clock. So the punt can happen, the 2-minute warning happens, and you still have 2 timeouts to try and get points before the half.
You know, I know the Browns are scrambling for their first win, but how are you going to do it when you're on your 4th quarterback already in the season?
Yeah, and it's only week 5, so it makes it a difficult task.
Edelman from the 26. Edelman spinning out of trouble and forward to about the 38-yard line. And with a minute 51.
Beads, stripes, or cheese. If you bleed blue, black and yellow, purple, or various shades of red, this is your beer.
When you broaden your vision, you can see beyond what's right in front of you. Beyond the expected that everyone else sees. You can see the next milestone. And when you do that, you can be the one they didn't see coming. The new 2016 Civic Coupe from Honda.
Gonna need one big push.
Congrats! I hear you're having a baby. New York Life can help you manage your family's financial future, so you can relax and enjoy life's special moments.
Be good at life. New York Life.
Castrol Edge with titanium technology presents the clutch performance of the week. In Baltimore last week, a Terrence West touchdown run helped the Ravens take a 6-point lead over the Raiders in the closing minutes. Oakland's Derek Carr then put the Raiders back on top for good with his 4th touchdown pass of the day, a 23-yard strike to Michael Crabtree for the game winner. Use Castrol Edge for the strength to perform under pressure.
CBS Tuesday.
A dead body on a destroyer.
Hashtag murder boat.
Murder ship.
Murder boat's already trending.
What does this body, this pop star, and this ring have in common?
Let's be honest, it's probably all connected.
A full throttle new episode.
Freeze, NCIS!
TV's #1 drama, CBS Tuesday.
Well, with a minute 51 to play here in the first half, the fact is if you have ever thrown a football, you might qualify to play quarterback for the Cleveland Browns. It has been a merry-go-round. I'll tell you more in a second. Pass out to the near side to Edelman, and Edelman out of bounds just across the 40-yard line. The Browns have run through today Cody Kessler out with an injury, Terrelle Pryor, who came on, and then Charlie Whitehurst. This is White, and White with running room out to midfield. And that'll be a first down. Meanwhile, the Patriots and Browns. How about from week 3, 2001, you saw the difference, and then this season, 3 quarterbacks for New England, 5 for the Browns. Over the middle, that's complete. Danny Amendola for the first time today.
Well, New England's still sitting on 2 timeouts. They deferred the coin toss, so they get the ball coming out in the second half also.
This is White. And White inside the 40 to the 39. Clock continues to move. 1 minute to play in the first half. New England still with 2 timeouts remaining. Tom Brady has matched New England's single game high here in the first half. And he wants to add more, and he does. That pass to Gostkowski to the 32. Clock continues to move as we come up on half a minute to play in the first half.
Let's continue to use the middle of the field. As I said, still has the 2 timeouts.
On the blitz, Brady had to get rid of it in a hurry, and that'll stop the clock. Joe Hayden came in from the corner. Just a reminder, the Verizon halftime report right around the corner with JB and the guys back in New York. Scores and highlights and a preview of Thursday Night Football on CBS and the NFL Network, all coming up on the Verizon halftime report.
Denver, 4 down.
Gostkowski here one-on-one. He's spreading them out wide. They move Edelman over to stack on top of him.
Brady throwing outside, incomplete, intended for Edelman, covered by Hayden. 17 on the clock. And on 4th and 3, here comes Gostkowski.
As soon as he saw man-to-man coverage, he moved Gronkowski out. He wanted to widen him away because he knew Edelman he was going to send in motion. Edelman was just going to follow him, trying to do an in and out read, and Hayden not buying it.
This is a 50-yard attempt for Gostkowski. And he missed it to the right.
Well, Cleveland's got to feel fortunate at this point in time. That's 10 points that New England has left on the field.
Let's go down to Jay Feely. Jay.
Well, Trent, Stephen Gostkowski, one of the best kickers in NFL history, struggled since the AFC Championship and that extra point miss. He's been missing the ball right. He continued to do that in warm-ups today. The wind was blowing to the right, but that's what he struggled, not following through and letting the ball drift on him. He did it again today.
All right, Jay, thank you. 12 seconds on the clock.
Yeah. Base, right.
And Whitehurst going to throw over the middle. That is complete to Duke Johnson out of the backfield. And the Browns hurry up to the line and call a timeout to stop the clock with 5 seconds.
Second yard timeout. Cleveland. 30 seconds.
Gives a chance to remind you, Saturday, the SEC on CBS delivers a huge top 10 showdown when the #1 team in the nation, the Alabama Crimson Tide, visit the 9th-ranked, always entertaining Tennessee Volunteers. It all begins at 3 Eastern time with college football today. I've asked you this question a couple of times in the past few weeks. Are there any defensive coordinators in college football? The numbers are unbelievable.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. Every Saturday it seems like there's a bunch of games going down to the wire, and they're all in the 30s, 40s, and 50 points. Only enough time here for Cleveland to throw one down into the end zone.
Whitehurst going to launch it to the end zone. Incomplete. Jonathan Jones, the rookie cornerback, looked to have it go right through his arms into the turf. But that's the first half in the books for Tom Brady and the Patriots. 23-7. Back with the Verizon halftime report after this message and a word from your local station. You're watching the NFL on CBS.
I built this hospital. It's gonna blow your mind. Stick your finger in the tubey thing. Your blood glucose is slightly low. Here, eat that.
Gadgets and gizmos come and go. Medicine is a human endeavor.
Good one. You should change your specs.
My specs?
Spectacles, glasses. I'm thinking retro Clark Kent. Put up here. Come to Papa.